Carl Frampton should get rid of Luke Jackson without too much difficulty, but after that he said he's willing to fight either Oscar Valdez for the WBO strap or Josh Warrington for the IBF featherweight strap, which he so brilliantly won off Lee Selby back in May. Now, out of the two, I'm much more interested in the idea of a fight with Josh Warrington because Valdez is very basic. He just wings away with hooks. He only really seems to have power and toughness to offer, which a superior operator like Frampton should be able to pick holes in, judge the distance, throw in that right uppercut, manipulate him, smooth him over the distance. But Warrington, we can only continue to doubt this guy who's gone to the English title, the British, the European, and then at the world level, did probably his most dominant performance and really outboxed the boxer against Lee Selby. Now, gun to my head, I would still have to favour the Jackal because he's got that superior polish, he's got more tools at his disposal, he's got more respectable, well, much more respectable power at the world level. And like I say, tools, the uppercuts, the move, the fluidity, he's got more to call upon. But with Warrington, again, you can only doubt this guy. But zoom out and look at the picture, look at the things that have allowed him to get to the level he's just achieved. He's physically quite big, he's young, he hasn't got many miles on the clock, he's got a great work rate, he's defensively responsible, he chips away, his punch selection's quite good, he's got neat footwork, he can fight to a plan, he can back up, then be in your face, manipulate the range himself. He's a pretty complete fighter. And while I would have to favour Frampton for that, to use the basic phrase, levels, he seems to have a bit more in the locker. He seems to have a bit more natural intuition and talent. I really couldn't doubt too much Warrington here. I couldn't write him off because he brings a lot. He's physically bigger than the Jackal, who's certainly about 5'4", isn't he, Carl Frampton? He is not a big featherweight at all. And Warrington would be making him work, and he would be really getting him to work down those last rounds, which is key because in the first fight against Santa Cruz, and even the second one, of course, which he lost, he was tiring a bit, Frampton. And was he tiring, or he got hurt later on in the Donaire fight, didn't he? Was it round 10? Donaire uncooked something like a hook and hurt him. My transmission actually messed up at that moment, so I didn't quite see it. But I think Donaire did hurt him at that point. And Carl, while he has a great way of containing you and can hypnotise you somewhat with his good skills, he does seem to tire a little bit. He isn't the physical type of character that Warrington is. So I'd be very interested to see that fight occur, just for the also for the point of just seeing how high Warrington's ceiling is. Could he, with all his probably underrated aspects, because nothing jumps out at you, you fail to sort of value the whole of Warrington as a fighter. And could he, with his neat little way, his very fundamentally tight, good workhorse type of style, could that somehow just pull a miraculous upset, another one, and get the better of the Jackal? But if that fight was to happen next, after Luke Jackson, after Carl Frampton should beat Luke Jackson next, who would you pick, and how would you see that fight going between the Leeds Warrior and the Jackal?